Most people are surprised to learn that hunger is actually good for you. And it is, and it's because ghrelin, which is a major signaling hormone of hunger, is good for you. In fact, it is absolutely essential for normal daily life. Ghrelin is absolutely essential for normal daily life. Ghrelin is a potent stimulator of growth hormone release through receptors in the brain and in the pituitary itself. But that's a whole separate subject, a big subject that we should cover thoroughly in the future. Ghrelin itself has its own remarkable effects on our strength, health, and wellness, and that's what we should focus on today. Now for today, I have 4 goals. First, to understand that hunger is a necessary part of normal human strength, health, and wellness. And 2, ghrelin is a primary mediator of hunger sensation. And 3, that ghrelin has important central nervous effects. And 4, it has total body metabolic effects that are absolutely essential as well. And when we're finished, I want you to see ghrelin as your friend and protector in your quest for strength, health, and wellness. Actually, we have 2 forms of ghrelin. One with an acyl chain that binds with the growth hormone secretagogue receptors, and one that does not have the acyl chain. And that has access to virtually all the tissue compartments because of differences in solubility. This makes a dynamic pair of superheroes for you, helping and supporting you. This is much more than just telling you you're hungry and you're running on empty. It also speeds you up. It helps you use up fat. It suppresses high blood pressure. It strengthens your muscles and it hardens your bones, and it strengthens your heart. Keeping you young and vibrant is what ghrelin does. And if you are born without ghrelin due to a genetic defect of some kind, you are going to have a short and miserable life. Now, if you prevent ghrelin from working for you, that could also end up with a short and miserable life. The important thing to know here is that you cannot have ghrelin secretion without hunger. Hunger should be a welcome part of your life and every day. Now, how could that be? How can we have a system that is good for us, but that causes misery? And I might answer that question by, are you new here? That's what we do. When you get in condition, it causes some discomfort, and you have to learn to work through that. Now, we have millions of years of evolution that involve food shortages. Our pre-human and early human ancestors were hunters, and they were predators. The early human, the Homo erectus, same thing. And millions of years before, millions of years of hunting. Agriculture started only about 12,000 years ago. Now, we have the metabolism, the mouth, the gastrointestinal system, and the body of hunters. Our cousins, the capuchin monkeys, are foragers, not hunters. The chimpanzees, likewise, foragers, not really hunters. We are the only primates that are hunter-gatherers. And hunger is an integral feature of a hunter's existence. We have special mechanisms that have evolved over millions of years, and they are part of the metabolism that we have to deal with hunger. And it is there to prevent starvation. The important point here is that is normal. That is what we are. We have to work with that as an important part of our metabolism to achieve our optimum strength, health, and wellness. So let's take a look at ghrelin. Ghrelin is produced by cells in the fundus, or the upper part of the stomach, and has local effect on emptying of the stomach and also increasing intestinal activity. And that's the part that you usually feel. but there's a lot more going on. The cells that produce ghrelin are buried under the lining cells in the stomach. These cells, brown in this illustration, are right next to tiny blood vessels. So they can secrete ghrelin both into the local tissue and into the circulation. So ghrelin has a local effect from the hormone that is released locally, and it also has a neurological effect through the effect on the vagus nerve. There are vagus nerve endings everywhere in that interstitial fluid. The ghrelin that is released into the interstitial space stimulates these vagus nerve endings. And the vagus nerve goes directly into the brain, and it has a wide-ranging effect right there. Some of these are food seeking, motivation, the visualization of food, memories about food, memories about everything, hunger regulation, recognition of food, and memories about food. All these are very important parts of what ghrelin is doing in the brain. All these important functions increase our brain's capacity to think, because new brain cells are stimulated to grow and they interconnect more effectively due to the effect of ghrelin. It is vital to our metabolism. It is also vital to brain function to have ghrelin doing this for us. Another very important function in the brain is to directly release the hormone that stimulates the pituitary to form growth hormone. Now, all of this is very complex and not fully understood yet, but it is known to be extremely important for our metabolism. Now let's look at the effects of circulating ghrelin. The ghrelin that gets into the general circulation from the stomach and intestine. For one thing, let's look at the general effect of ghrelin on the AMPK and the mTOR systems. The AMPK and the mTOR systems are the two basic metabolic systems that we use for generating energy and storing energy and building things, building muscle and more cellular tissue. These two systems, AMPK and mTOR, work together. And it's very interesting that ghrelin supports development of both of them. Both of these systems need ghrelin for their proper function. That means anything you do during your daytime existence and even while you sleep is dependent on ghrelin to keep these things going. So the beneficial effects are widespread and profound, and there are powerful forces that work for us to modify the enzyme systems and metabolism to cause alertness, memory, brain repair, and recovery. We mentioned growth hormone already, and there is a direct effect in the brain and also in the anterior pituitary for release of growth hormone. There is a major effect in the pancreas where ghrelin inhibits insulin release and stimulates glucagon release to stabilize blood sugar levels. And that way our blood sugar is stabilized during fasting. There's an effect in the muscles where ghrelin strengthens the fibers and promotes growth of new fibers. And it also increases insulin sensitivity of the muscles to make them more effective at using the glucose that's available. And also there's an effect to stimulate metabolism of fats, so that the muscles use fat metabolism as well as glucose metabolism. There's a major effect in the bones where ghrelin hardens the bones and also strengthens their structure. And of course the heart, where it increases the strength of contraction and promotes growth of new cells. Ghrelin also promotes and activates the sirtuin enzyme system, and therefore it plays an important role in DNA metabolism, stabilization, and therefore longevity. All these metabolic effects promote longevity, lasting health, and vitality. They come with ghrelin, and ghrelin does not get there without hunger. and it takes time and effort to develop the toleration of hunger. So it is not pain-free. This is another example of hormesis, where you have to experience some discomfort to achieve growth. You just cannot have growth and excellence without discomfort. This is all dependent on your brain. Or a coach, if somebody else is going to be involved, somebody has to make you do this. I hope I'm making it clear that this hormone is necessary for normal human functioning. Without hunger, without ghrelin, we cannot be normal. We cannot reach our full potential, so while ghrelin comes with hunger, we must have it. I should warn you that the pharmaceutical companies have this information, and you can bet they are working on patentable drugs that will suppress ghrelin and thus decrease eating without allowing you to experience hunger. And in all my efforts to research this, I see no efforts by the pharmaceutical industry to maintain ghrelin's vital metabolic processes that it achieves for you. Diets that decrease eating without hunger are also likely to produce metabolic catastrophe. There are ways to work around the sensations that ghrelin causes, but these methods do not attempt to totally abolish hunger. I hope you'll join us for our next discussion. That will be a brief lesson on how to work around hunger and have the full benefits of ghrelin. Also, we need to have a deep discussion about growth hormone and how to fully understand how that works with ghrelin and with our diet, our sleep, and our activity. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation about ghrelin. It's not always perfectly comfortable to learn that there's not perfect comfort in our next activity, but I assure you this is normal, and it is important for achieving the best you can with your strength, health, and wellness. Now, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give me some correction. I'm always willing to improve.